approached with a microphone. Who wants to be the first one to ask a question? Yes, ma'am.
I'm Jinda from Woman Today magazine. For those people who have some medical issues like they have diabetes or they are hypertensive, do they need a prescription to take Solmux?
I believe Solmux Advanced is available as an over-the-counter preparation. Dr.
We don't need an extra prescription for that.
For as long as you have them, it's not there.
Yes, with phlegm coffee.
It's a dry cough.
No, it can be because of other causes, especially for elderly with other other diseases.
Thank you very much, Ms. Linda. Anyone else? Yes, Bob.
Ching, Philippines ka. Does this work for all kinds of cough, even without phlegm? And can you elaborate on the different kinds of cough? Because I heard that there are different kinds.
Okay. Mahaba pong lecture yan, buong araw, ano? Anyway, we usually differentiate cough in terms of duration, whether acute, no, short term, less than 1 week, or subacute, may 2 weeks, chronic, more than 2 months. So, depende po yan. So most of the time, infections are acute kasi kaka-infect lang, no? And then, yun nga, kung may phlegm, kadalasan po yan yung may infection, merong secretion. So, because there's an inflammatory response, when we have inflamed lining of our respiratory tract, that's when they secrete mucus. Okay, so dyan po applicable si Solmux Advanced. Pero kunwari po, as I was mentioning, there's some form of reflux-related cough. When we have acid reflux, we also manifest as coughing. Hindi po siya, kasi wala po tayong phlegm doon. At iba po yung cause ng cough. So it doesn't address that.
Thank you very much for your question, ma'am. Yes.
Hi, good morning. I'm Demai from Mommy Stay Out. I just want to ask if there's a side effect to taking it, like drowsiness. And also, because I remember when when my kids were smaller, I used to give them zinc parang supplement. Usually yung side effects sa kanila is parang constipation or nahihirapan silang dumi. So are there also side effects like that for adults, or if you take Solmux Advanced? Thank you.
So far, I have not seen any patient complaining of constipation. Pero kasi mababa rin naman yung dose natin ng zinc with the mucolytic. So so far, I have not seen any with those concerns. Tolerated siya among the patients that I have seen.
How about for drowsiness?
For drowsiness, wala. Most of the time, yung drowsiness sa mga antihistamine na earlier generations, yun sila drowsy. So if you have other meds combined with carbocysteine and zinc, baka dun sila drowsy, not because of the Solmux Advanced.
Thank you so much for your question. One more question for me, Dr. Gwen. In line with recent events, are there any extra precautions that we can all take to make sure that we're protecting our respiratory system?
Well, aside from the items that we mentioned, hand washing, mask, and the vaccination, some of us are not, meron tayong konting deficiency. Yan, zinc, sometimes vitamin D, kasi recently lahat ng tao gusto maputi, ayaw nila maarawan. Vitamin D is also a component in our immune system that would help us cope with infections. So the recommended dose, especially for elderly, would be 30 milligrams of zinc per day. Yun yung sa study that showed that there was decreased duration of pneumonia and decreased severity in patients who were given zinc.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gwen. Anyone else?
Hi, I'm Risha from the Asian Parents. So, I just want to ask then, kasi diba Solmux Advanced, what age you recommended, and if you're going to develop something for the kids? Kasi our parents are mostly concerned. And also if safe siya when breastfeeding, syempre while pregnant.
So for Solmux Advanced, it's generally okay for children of 13 and above to take it as indicated in the information booklet. But we all, for kids below 12 and below, we actually have the Solmux for kids. So that's an option that they can take as well. But as for breastfeeding mothers, I think it's always best to consult with the doctor first.
Thank you very much for your question, ma'am. How about sa likod? Do we have any questions over there? Are we good with the questions? Wow! Ang galing kasi nila lahat ng sumagot. Ay, yes, ma'am.
How will Solmux help us avoid the coronavirus?
Okay. Ma'am, okay. Hindi po cure all si Solmux, no? So, if we already have cough and phlegm production, we can take Solmux or Solmux Advance. It may help shorten the duration of our illness, but not necessarily siya yung gamot kay corona or any other infection for that matter. It add-on siya. Kunwari po, meron tayong bacterial infection, you would still need antibiotics. Hindi po pwedeng si Solmux Advance lang. Pero kung viral po na self-limiting, pwede po siya lang na walang antibiotic.
Thank you again for your question, ma'am. Anyone else? This is our chance. Ayan, okay.
With Solmux Advance out now in the market, where does that leave the original Solmux? That's one. Second question is, first in the world, can you please elaborate what that phrase means? And last one, how short a period are we talking here? Is it a day, 2 days, 1 day?
Yeah, okay, so sorry, the first question was where does
Where
the
does that
original
leave, yeah.
Solmux go? So the original Solmux is still available. The difference being the advanced version has synced. So for those people who are concerned about their immunity or want that extra boost to shorten the period of their recovery, that's when Solmux Advance kicks in. But for someone who just wants something to help them expel the cough and the bacteria, then that's where the Solmux space still is relevant. The second question, the first in the world. So this was formulated internally, but I think for that question, Ms. Joyce would be a better.
Okay, first in the world. When we started developing, trying to Google, okay, we did the Google search and there was nothing at all. So we also did our due diligence to look at the different pharmaceutical companies and their products. So we're sure that there's nothing like that. What there is, we're sure of, is a carbocysteine containing product and separately a zinc containing product. It was difficult to combine the two because carbocysteine itself, the active ingredient in Solmux, is very difficult to formulate. Our carbocysteine, our Solmux, is in a capsule format. If it's by itself, it's doable to formulate it into a capsule format.